Now we'll go over the parameters of the menu modules in detail. There are some useful functions here, and it's definitely worth taking the time to learn what each one does and how to use it effectively. If we look at the menu module, we find some of the standard module parameters such as title, show title, etc. Since a menu module is just like any other module, these parameters are the same. We also have the standard position and menu assignment options to tell Joomla where on the site this will appear and in what position on the page. The menu-related parameters allow us to control some useful aspects of how the module presents the actual menu items. As we've covered, the menu name points to the menu that you've created in the menu manager. The menu style allows you to change how you like the menu to be displayed. In most cases, we leave this alone, but you might want just a simple list of links or other simple display. To do that, you can adjust the parameter to legacy and choose one of the options such as vertical or horizontal. Most of the time, we just leave it to the template to decide how to present the menu. The start level and end level options are interesting. If you have a parent menu item and some child menu items like the About menu in our example site, the parent menu item would be level 0 and the child menu items would be level 1. You could actually tell it to begin drawing the menu at level 1 if you like, and only the menu item at level 1 or greater would be displayed. You can use this to build more interesting local navigation options, as we'll discuss later in this unit. The end level works the same way, but tells Joomla where to stop. The Always Show Submenu Items option allows us to force the menu to always display every child item regardless of which one happens to be currently displayed. If you have multiple top-level menu items, each with its own children, they would then be displayed no matter which one we happen to be looking at the time. The advanced parameters here are used really only for customized formatting in individual templates. Your template author can choose to create interesting menu styles and should let you know how to select them under here. Lastly, the Other Parameters section contains some very useful settings for how the menu will be displayed. Menu items can have images associated with them if your template supports it. Here, you can control whether they are displayed in this particular module and how they're positioned. The Expand menu item forces Joomla to draw a full menu tree for the active item. This is slightly different from the Always Show submenu items in that it affects the active item only. If you want your child item to always be expanded, you would simply enable both options and not worry too much about the distinction. The next two items relate to how Joomla tags the active menu items. Active simply means that Joomla gives a cue to the template to let it know that a menu item should be highlighted or otherwise emphasized as being the currently selected menu item. If you want the parent items to be set to active when you're viewing a child menu, you can set that here. The final option, Fully Active Highlighting, is not normally used unless you have a complex, local, or other menu navigation scheme that you are having issues with which one is showing as active in a given menu. Most sites do not normally need this in most cases. The Indent Images controls what is displayed to the left of the menu text. Most of the time, this is just a transparent blank image so that submenu items appear indented. You can be creative and choose another image, bullet, or other item if you like for your site. Each indent corresponds to a parent-child menu item level. So, this covers each of the elements related to the functionality of the menu module. If your template designer supplies special styles for menus, you may also use some of the style-oriented parameters as well.